Uh, all right. So we talked a little bit about this last class, which is that the purpose of our life is theosis, right? Theosis, the Western term is deification. Theosis is the Greek term, and oftentimes we think that the purpose of our life is just to be morally good people. Which, if that were the case, then Christ would not have needed to go. We would not need Christ to be morally good people, right? But as we hear in the garden, God made man in his image and his likeness. We're trying to acquire the likeness more and more, right? And this is what we call theosis in the church. Uh, so I'm looking at number 2 on the outline if you're following along with me. And so that's what we mean in the Orthodox Church by salvation. When people ask you, what does it mean to be saved? We say theosis, growing in the likeness of God. And the way that that takes place is by our participation in God's grace, oftentimes also called the uncreated energy of God's grace. So it's our active participation, our union with God's grace, and that's how we are being transformed in the likeness of God. So there's 3 little short videos I'd like to show that talk about this. If you've attended classes in the past with me, you've seen these videos already, but they're so good that we're gonna watch them again. Right. For those that are watching online, the what do you call it here might be a little choppy. Those of you watching online, but you can go and watch the video on your own, which is why I'm going to temporarily pause the recording right now. We'll pick up after these videos are finished. That way you have the chance to go watch on your own. These are from Theoria TV. I do not, what do you call it? I do not subscribe or advertise everything that the creator of this channel teaches or publishes. That's not to say we don't throw the baby out with the what do you call it? Bathwater. Thank you. There's a lot of good stuff on the channel, like these videos, and we will go ahead and do that right now. All right, I'm gonna pause videos. You can watch them. Those of you watching online can watch on the Theoria TV YouTube channel, parts 2, 3, and 4 of Theosis. Theosis parts 2, 3, and 4. Very good videos. So, where is okay? So theosis is the purpose of our life, and the way that that takes place is our participation in God's grace. Theosis, I'm looking now at the outline you have in front of you. Part, let's see, where are we? Part C, number 2. Theosis comes in 3 stages. 3 stages. Uh, 3 stages, and we categorize them as purification, illumination, and glorification or deification. There's a lot of ways of calling these 3 categories. Um, and we're trying to kind of grow gradually, little by little, into through these 3 stages. And today we're talking about the first stage, purification. Um, if you're wondering what is illumination and glorification, just a very brief word on that. Illumination is the stage in which a person has been totally purified of all their passions, all their sins, and they have the Holy Spirit dwelling in their hearts, and they acquire what is called the gift of unceasing prayer, where the Holy Spirit prays unceasingly within a person's heart, even when they're sleeping. And another aspect of illumination is a person has clairvoyance. They're able to see into the future. They can read people's thoughts. They know what's going on in another part of the world, even if they're not, they don't have to read the newspaper to find out what's going on in another country. So they're given all of these different gifts of the Holy Spirit. And the third stage is when man is able to actually see God. This is what Christ says in the Beatitudes: "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God." So that is the ultimate heights that we would we should be striving for. And there's many saints in our church who have acquired these gifts, these charismas, these graces, and so it shows that it's possible for us today. Even saints living in our own era, 21st century, which proves that you and I are able to acquire these great heights. It's not something that's from some bygone era. It's still possible for us today. All right. Any questions before going on? All right. So,